As we journey through life, many of us find ourselves caught in the belief that happiness is tied to the things we own. We chase after the latest gadgets, stylish clothes, or even bigger homes, thinking that these possessions will fill our lives with joy. However, as we age, it becomes increasingly clear that true happiness often eludes us in the pursuit of material wealth. Instead, it is the subtle changes in our daily lives, the way we connect with others, and the choices we make that can lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment. In this exploration, we will uncover 5 transformative insights that can shift our perspective on happiness. These insights will guide us to understand that it is not the accumulation of things that brings joy, but rather the richness of our experiences, the strength of our relationships, and the mindfulness we practice in our everyday lives. By embracing these ideas, we can cultivate a more meaningful existence, one that resonates with true contentment as we grow older. As we grow older, the idea of reducing the number of items in our homes can lead to greater happiness and a sense of peace. Many people find themselves surrounded by things they no longer use or need. This accumulation often happens gradually as we collect promotional items, take advantage of free deals, or hold on to things that we believe reflect our wealth or status. Each small item may seem harmless at first, but over time they can pile up and create a cluttered environment that feels overwhelming. Imagine a tree with many branches. Each branch represents an item we own. While a tree with a few strong branches can thrive and provide shade, a tree with too many weak branches can become unbalanced and struggle to grow. Similarly, when our homes are filled with unnecessary possessions, it can weigh us down and make it harder to enjoy life. Decluttering allows us to trim those branches, keeping only the essential items that bring us joy or serve a purpose. The benefits of decluttering extend beyond just having a tidy space. Physically, a clean and organized home can reduce the risk of accidents and make it easier to move around. Mentally, letting go of excess items can lead to a clearer mind and a sense of accomplishment. It creates a living space that feels open and inviting, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. By keeping only the essentials, we can create an organized environment that fosters clarity and joy. This simplicity can lead to a more fulfilling life, especially in our later years. It allows us to appreciate what we have rather than feeling burdened by what we don't need. In this way, reducing the number of items in our homes can indeed lead to greater happiness as we age. As individuals grow older, it becomes increasingly important to moderate their speech and avoid unnecessary talking. In youth, many people tend to dominate conversations, often feeling the need to express their opinions and experiences loudly and frequently. However, as one matures, the focus shifts from being the loudest voice in the room to earning respect through thoughtful communication. This change emphasizes the value of listening more and speaking less. One key aspect of this shift is the ability to assess unnecessary talk. Older individuals can benefit from taking a moment to consider whether what they are about to say adds value to the conversation. Speaking just for the sake of speaking can lead to misunderstandings and can dilute the impact of their words. By being more selective about when to contribute, they can ensure that their insights are meaningful and appreciated. Another important point is the need to avoid gossip. Engaging in gossip not only reflects dissatisfaction with one's own life, but also alienates others. It creates a negative atmosphere and can damage relationships. Instead of bonding over shared stories, gossip often leads to mistrust and division. By steering clear of such conversations, older individuals can foster a more positive environment and strengthen their connections with others. Finally, speaking only when it is meaningful is crucial. This means choosing moments to share thoughts that truly matter, rather than filling silence with idle chatter. The advice "don't nag, keep your mouth shut, and open your wallet" serves as a reminder that actions often speak louder than words. By focusing on what they can do for others rather than what they can say, older individuals can demonstrate their care and commitment in more impactful ways. In conclusion, as people age, moderating speech and listening more can lead to deeper respect and stronger relationships. By assessing unnecessary talk, avoiding gossip, and speaking only when it matters, they can create a more positive and meaningful dialogue with those around them. Showing off and boasting about personal achievements, financial status, or possessions is a behavior that many people fall into. Often, this need to display success comes from deeper feelings of loneliness or inadequacy. When someone feels unsure about their worth, They might try to compensate by highlighting their accomplishments or material wealth. However, this approach can backfire, pushing others away instead of drawing them closer. When we focus too much on self-promotion, we risk alienating those around us. People may feel uncomfortable or even resentful when they perceive someone as constantly trying to prove their worth. This can create a barrier in relationships, making it hard for genuine connections to form. Instead of feeling inspired or motivated, others might feel judged or inadequate in comparison. True value in relationships comes from sincerity and genuine interactions. When we let go of the urge to show off, we open the door to more authentic connections. By being ourselves and sharing our experiences without the need for validation, we invite others to do the same. This creates a space where people can relate to one another on a deeper level, fostering trust and understanding. Reducing the need to boast can strengthen personal connections. It allows us to appreciate others for who they are, rather than what they have. When we focus on building relationships based on authenticity, we create a supportive environment where everyone feels valued. In this way, we can cultivate more meaningful relationships that enrich our lives. Having older friends in your social circle can greatly influence your well-being. These friendships often bring wisdom and a sense of stability, which can be comforting and enriching. However, it's also important to surround yourself with positive and energetic individuals, regardless of their age. Happiness is contagious, and being around cheerful people can uplift your spirits and improve your mood. When you engage with lively and youthful individuals, whether through reading groups, sports, or volunteering, you open yourself up to new experiences and perspectives. These activities not only invigorate your life, but also promote a sense of vitality. Sharing laughter and stories with others can create a joyful atmosphere that enhances your overall happiness. Moreover, interacting with a diverse group of people allows you to exchange experiences and humor, which can be incredibly fulfilling. It's in these moments of connection that we often find renewed energy and motivation. So, seek out those vibrant souls in your community and let their positivity inspire you. By doing so, you can create a rich tapestry of friendships that support your well-being and bring joy to your life. As we age, the importance of reducing stubbornness becomes increasingly clear. Stubbornness often leads us to cling tightly to our opinions and beliefs, which can create unnecessary stress and conflict in our lives. When we become entrenched in our views, we may find ourselves in disagreements with family, friends, or colleagues. These conflicts can strain relationships, making it difficult to connect with others and enjoy meaningful interactions. Stubbornness can act as a defense mechanism against change. As we grow older, we may feel more comfortable with the familiar and resistant to new ideas or ways of thinking. This resistance can prevent us from adapting to new situations or understanding different perspectives. While it is natural to want to hold on to what we know, being overly rigid can limit our experiences and hinder personal growth. On the other hand, embracing open-mindedness and flexibility can bring numerous benefits. When we allow ourselves to consider alternative perspectives, we open the door to richer experiences. This willingness to listen and understand others can lead to better communication as we become more empathetic and less judgmental. By valuing different viewpoints, we can foster a sense of harmony in our relationships, making it easier to resolve conflicts and build stronger connections. Moreover, being open-minded can enhance our problem-solving skills. When we approach challenges with a flexible mindset, we are more likely to find creative solutions and collaborate effectively with others. This adaptability not only enriches our lives, but also helps us navigate the complexities of aging with grace and resilience. In conclusion, reducing stubbornness as we age is essential for maintaining healthy relationships and personal well-being. By embracing open-mindedness, we can create a more fulfilling and harmonious life filled with managing and reducing expectations is essential for maintaining healthy relationships and personal well-being. When we set high expectations for ourselves or others, we often set the stage for disappointment. This can lead to frustration, especially when things don't go as planned. For instance, if we expect a friend to always be available or to meet our needs perfectly, we may feel let down when they cannot. This disappointment can create strain in our relationships, as we may start to blame others for not living up to our ideals. It is important to recognize that everyone has their own limitations. Understanding this can help us shift our focus from seeking perfection to finding solutions. Instead of feeling frustrated when things go wrong, we can approach challenges with a problem-solving mindset. This not only eases our own stress, but also fosters a more supportive environment for those around us. When we adopt realistic expectations, we cultivate empathy. We begin to appreciate the struggles and limitations of others, which can deepen our connections. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, we can see them as opportunities for growth and understanding. This shift in perspective contributes to a more content and peaceful life as we learn to accept imperfections in ourselves and others. By managing our expectations, we create a space where relationships can thrive. We become more forgiving and open, allowing for genuine connections to flourish. In the end, it is not about achieving perfection, but about navigating life's ups and downs together with compassion and understanding. To enjoy a more joyful and fulfilling old age, there are 5 key areas to focus on. First, reducing clutter in your living space can create a more peaceful environment, allowing you to feel lighter and more at ease. Second, speaking less can lead to deeper connections with others, as it encourages listening and understanding rather than dominating conversations. Third, avoiding boastfulness helps to foster humility and genuine relationships, making interactions more meaningful. Fourth, engaging with youthful company can bring fresh perspectives and energy into your life, keeping your spirit vibrant and open to new experiences. Lastly, reducing stubbornness allows for greater flexibility and adaptability, making it easier to embrace change and enjoy life's surprises. As you reflect on these insights, think about how you can apply them in your daily life. Each small change can lead to a more joyful existence. We invite you to share your favorite takeaways and express gratitude for the time spent together. Thank you for your support, and may you find joy in every moment. As we wrap up our exploration of the vital treasures that sustain us through the years, I want to take a moment to thank you for joining us on this journey. We've delved into the profound importance of health, serenity, and family ties, elements that truly enrich our lives far beyond the fleeting allure of wealth and status. Now, as we transition to our next segment, let's dive deeper into how these intangible treasures can shape our daily experiences and relationships. We'll uncover practical ways to nurture these values, ensuring that as we age, we not only accumulate memories but also cultivate a life filled with purpose and joy. So, stay with us as we embark on this exciting exploration of what it means to live fully and meaningfully. As we journey through life, we often find ourselves caught in the whirlwind of responsibilities, ambitions, and the relentless pursuit of success. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to overlook the one thing that truly matters: our health. This realization hit home for my neighbor, Mr. Thompson, a man who dedicated his life to his career. For decades, he worked long hours, often skipping meals and neglecting exercise, all in the name of providing for his family. He believed that financial security was the ultimate goal, and he pushed through fatigue, convinced that he could rest later. However, as he entered his late 60s, Mr. Thompson faced a harsh reality. After a routine checkup, he learned that he had developed serious health issues, including high blood pressure and diabetes. The very lifestyle he thought was necessary for success had taken a toll on his body. Suddenly, the financial stability he had worked so hard to achieve felt hollow. He could no longer enjoy simple pleasures like playing with his grandchildren or taking leisurely walks in the park. The joy of life was overshadowed by the weight of his health problems. Mr. Thompson often reflects on a quote that resonates deeply with him: "Any money gained at the expense of health is not worth it." This sentiment rings true for many of us. When we prioritize work over well-being, we risk losing the ability to enjoy the moments that truly matter. Poor health can rob us of our vitality, making even the simplest activities feel like monumental tasks. It can create a barrier between us and the life we envision for ourselves in our golden years. As we age, the importance of health becomes even more pronounced. It is not just about living longer, it's about living well. Prioritizing our health allows us to cherish the present, to engage fully with our loved ones, and to experience life with a sense of vitality and joy. When we take the time to care for our bodies and minds, we open the door to a richer, more fulfilling life. In the end, Mr. Thompson learned that true wealth is not measured in dollars, but in the quality of our days. By shifting his focus from work to health, he began to reclaim his life. He started walking every day, cooking nutritious meals, and spending quality time with his family. The transformation was remarkable. He found joy in the little things, and his laughter echoed through the neighborhood once more. Let us remember that health is our most valuable asset, especially as we grow older. By prioritizing it now, we can ensure that we not only live longer but also live better. In doing so, we can truly savor the beauty of life, one moment at a time. Emily had always been a vibrant person, full of energy and laughter. But when she was diagnosed with a contagious illness, everything changed. At first, she tried to carry on with her life, but the fatigue and fear of spreading the disease forced her into isolation. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as she found herself alone in her small apartment, staring at the walls that felt like they were closing in on her. During this time, Emily began to reflect on her life. She realized how fragile her health was and how easily it could be taken away. The isolation was suffocating, but it also became a space for awakening. She started to think about the choices she had made in the past. Late nights, fast food, and constant stress from work. It was as if the illness had stripped away the noise, leaving her with a clearer view of what truly mattered. With this newfound perspective, Emily decided to make changes. She began to focus on her diet, swapping out processed snacks for fresh fruits and vegetables. Cooking became a joyful activity rather than a chore, and she found comfort in preparing meals that nourished her body. She also learned to prioritize sleep, creating a calming bedtime routine that helped her rest better. The stress that had once consumed her was tackled with mindfulness practices like meditation and gentle yoga, which brought her a sense of peace. As the weeks passed, Emily noticed a shift. The simple lifestyle changes she made had a lasting impact on her well-being. She felt stronger, both physically and mentally. The isolation that had once felt like a prison now became a sanctuary for growth. Emily learned to appreciate the small moments, like the taste of a ripe peach or the sound of rain against her window. Through her journey, she discovered that while her illness was a part of her life, it did not define her. She emerged with a deeper understanding of her own fragility and the importance of making conscious choices. Emily's experience taught her that health is not just the absence of illness, but a continuous journey of nurturing the body and mind. As we navigate the journey of life, it's essential to cultivate serenity, especially in old age. The German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer once said that our desires are the root cause of suffering and boredom. When we're young, we often chase after things that bring us temporary happiness, only to find that the satisfaction is short-lived. As we grow older, we begin to realize that true wisdom lies in accepting all phases of life, just as they are. A Zen story illustrates this point beautifully. A master gardener was known for his exquisite garden, filled with vibrant flowers that bloomed in every color of the rainbow. One day, a young apprentice asked the master, "Why do you tend to the flowers with such care, only to let them wither and die?" The master smiled and replied, "I do not tend to the flowers because they bloom, but because they exist. I appreciate their beauty when they bloom, and I appreciate their simplicity when they wither. Both are a part of their natural cycle, and both are beautiful in their own way." This story teaches us that true wisdom lies in accepting all phases of life without attachment or aversion. When we're successful, we often become elated, and when we fail, we become despondent. But the Master Gardener's approach shows us that we can maintain inner peace by avoiding extreme reactions to success and failure. We can learn to appreciate the beauty in every moment, regardless of whether it's filled with joy or sorrow. As we age, it's essential to cultivate a calm and uncluttered mindset. This means letting go of our attachments to material possessions, relationships, and even our own ego. When we're no longer burdened by these attachments, we can see the world with clarity and appreciate its beauty. We can learn to be content with what we have, rather than constantly striving for more. Serenity is a precious cultivation in old age because it allows us to appreciate the simplicity of life. When we're no longer driven by desires and ambitions, we can see the world with fresh eyes. We can appreciate the beauty of a sunset, the kindness of a stranger, and the love of our family and friends. We can learn to live in the present moment without regrets about the past or worries about the future. In the end, serenity is a choice that we can make every day. It's a choice to let go of our attachments, to avoid extreme reactions, and to appreciate the beauty in every moment. When we cultivate serenity, we can live a life that's filled with peace, contentment, and wisdom. And that's a truly precious gift, especially in old age. Cultivating a peaceful mindset is like finding a sturdy anchor in the midst of a stormy sea. Life is full of challenges, and just as a ship must navigate through rough waters, we too must face difficulties. When we develop a calm and peaceful mindset, we create a strong foundation that helps us stay steady. even when the winds of life blow fiercely. One important aspect of this peaceful mindset is learning to let go of anger. Holding on to anger is like carrying a heavy weight. It slows us down and clouds our judgment. By releasing this anger, we free ourselves to see situations more clearly and respond with kindness rather than frustration. It's not always easy, but practicing forgiveness, both towards others and ourselves, can lighten our emotional load and allow us to move forward. Another key element is harboring fewer desires. When we constantly chase after more success, more possessions, more recognition, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Instead, embracing simplicity can bring us joy in what we already have. By focusing on the present moment and appreciating the little things, we can find contentment without the endless pursuit of more. Accepting situations beyond our control is also crucial. Life will always throw unexpected challenges our way, and fighting against them can lead to frustration and stress. Instead, when we accept what we cannot change, we can redirect our energy towards what we can influence. This acceptance brings a sense of peace, allowing us to adapt and find solutions rather than getting stuck in worry. Simplicity and tranquility play vital roles in maintaining emotional balance. When our lives are cluttered with unnecessary complications, it becomes harder to find peace. By simplifying our surroundings and our thoughts, we create space for calmness to flourish. This tranquility nurtures personal growth, as it allows us to reflect, learn, and evolve without the noise of chaos. In essence, cultivating a peaceful mindset equips us to navigate life's storms with grace. Just as a ship remains steady when anchored, we too can stabilize our emotions and thrive in adversity. By letting go of anger, desiring less, and accepting what we cannot change, we build a resilient spirit that can weather any storm. In this way, we not only survive challenges but also grow stronger and wiser through them. In the heart of the savannah, a herd of antelopes grazed peacefully under the warm sun. Among them was an old matriarch, wise and strong, who had seen many seasons come and go. One day, a pack of hungry lions approached, threatening the younger antelopes. Without hesitation, the matriarch stepped forward, her heart filled with love for her family. She knew that her time was limited, but she also understood that the future of her herd depended on the survival of the young ones. With a brave heart, she distracted the lions, allowing the younger antelopes to escape to safety. This selfless act of love and sacrifice symbolizes the deep bonds that family members share, especially as they grow older. As we journey through life, we often find that family ties are the most precious support we can have, especially in our later years. Unlike friendships that may fade when interests change, where life takes us in different directions, family bonds remain steadfast. They are rooted in shared experiences, unconditional love, and a commitment to one another that withstands the test of time. Consider the story of a woman named Clara. For years, she had been busy with her career, often prioritizing work over family. She had friends and acquaintances, but when she fell seriously ill, it was her family who rallied around her. Her siblings, children, and even her elderly parents came together, offering their time, love, and support. They cooked meals, helped with household chores, and sat by her side during long nights of worry. In those moments of vulnerability, Clara realized that the relationships she had taken for granted were irreplaceable. The laughter, the shared stories, and the comforting presence of her family became her lifeline. Through her illness, Clara learned that family is not just about blood relations. It is about the unwavering support that comes from those who truly care. They stood by her through the darkest days, reminding her that she was never alone. This experience opened her eyes to the profound truth that family ties are the most precious support in old age, providing a sense of belonging and security that no other relationship can offer. In the end, it is the love and sacrifice of family that enrich our lives, especially as we face the challenges of aging. Just like the antelope matriarch, who gave everything for her young, we too find strength in the bonds we share with our loved ones. They are the ones who will stand by us, offering their hearts and hands when we need them the most. In a small town, there lived a mother named Clara and her daughter, Lily. Clara was a warm and loving woman, always putting her daughter's needs before her own. As Lily grew up, Clara noticed that her health was slowly declining. She had been diagnosed with a terminal illness, but she made a choice that would change their relationship forever. Clara decided to keep her illness a secret from Lily, believing that it would protect her from the pain of knowing. At first, everything seemed normal. Clara continued to cook, clean, and help Lily with her schoolwork. But as time went on, Clara's energy faded. She would often sit in her favorite chair, knitting quietly while Lily played nearby. The vibrant conversations they once shared became less frequent, and an emotional distance began to grow between them. Lily sensed something was off but couldn't quite put her finger on it. She felt a shift in her mother's warmth, but Clara always smiled and reassured her that everything was fine. As the months passed, Clara's health worsened, but she kept her struggles hidden. She would often tell Lily that she was just tired or had a little cold. Lily, busy with her teenage life, accepted these explanations without question. The love between them was still there, but it was wrapped in a veil of unspoken words and hidden fears. Clara's sacrifices became a silent burden, and Lily remained unaware of the depth of her mother's love. When Clara passed away, the world around Lily shattered. The news hit her like a wave, and she was left grappling with grief and confusion. As she sorted through her mother's belongings, she stumbled upon a box filled with knitted clothes, sweaters, hats, and blankets. Each piece was made with care, stitched together with love and warmth. It was then that Lily realized the extent of her mother's sacrifices. Clara had poured her heart into those creations, knitting not just fabric but memories and comfort for her daughter. With every stitch, Clara had woven her love into the very fabric of their lives. Lily felt a rush of emotions as she held each item, understanding that her mother had been fighting a battle alone, all to shield her from pain. The small acts of love that Clara had performed in silence became profound expressions of affection. Lily began to see her mother not just as a caregiver but as a warrior who had endured suffering quietly, all for her sake. In the days that followed, Lily found solace in wearing the knitted clothes. Each piece felt like a hug from her mother, a reminder of the love that had always been there, even when words were not spoken. The emotional distance that had grown between them began to close as Lily embraced the memories of her mother's love. She learned that sometimes love is not just in the grand gestures, but in the quiet sacrifices made in the shadows. Through her mother's legacy, Lily discovered the true meaning of love and sacrifice. She vowed to honor Clara's memory by sharing her own love openly, ensuring that no one in her life would ever feel the distance that had once grown between her and her mother. Clara's spirit lived on in every stitch, every memory, and every act of kindness that Lily would carry forward. Family love is a unique and powerful bond that often remains unwavering and selfless, unlike many friendships or romantic relationships that can change over time. When we think about our families, we realize that they are often there for us through thick and thin, offering support and understanding without expecting anything in return. This unconditional love is a treasure that can provide comfort during difficult times and joy during happy moments. In contrast, friendships and romantic relationships can sometimes fade as life takes us in different directions. People grow apart, interests change, and circumstances shift. While these relationships can be meaningful and fulfilling, they may not always stand the test of time. Family, however, tends to be a constant presence in our lives. Even when disagreements arise or distances grow, the bond of family often remains strong, rooted in shared history and unconditional love. It is important to recognize the value of these family ties and to nurture them. Taking the time to connect with family members, whether through simple phone calls, shared meals, or family gatherings, can strengthen these relationships. These moments create lasting memories and reinforce the support system that family provides. Moreover, no amount of wealth or social standing can replace the love and support of a family. In times of need, it is often our family that stands by us, offering help and encouragement when the world feels overwhelming. They know us deeply, understand our struggles, and celebrate our successes. This kind of support is irreplaceable and forms the strongest foundation in life. So, let us cherish our families and invest in those relationships. They are a source of strength and comfort that can guide us through life's challenges. Remember, family love is a gift that should be valued and nurtured, for it is one of the most important treasures we can have. As we journey through life, we often find ourselves chasing after wealth and status, believing that these are the keys to happiness. Yet, as we grow older, we come to realize that the true treasures lie in our health, the serenity we cultivate within ourselves, and the bonds we share with our families. These intangible gifts become our greatest sources of joy and fulfillment. The pursuit of material wealth can leave us feeling empty. Much like the saying goes, wealth is like seawater. The more you drink, the thirstier you become. In contrast, nurturing our health, finding peace in our daily lives, and cherishing our loved ones provide a richness that cannot be measured in dollars. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own priorities. Embrace the timeless values that truly matter, and strive for a life filled with meaning and connection. In the end, it is these treasures that will endure and bring you lasting happiness. Thank you so much for joining us in exploring the intricacies of parenting and the impact it has on our children's lives. We've delved into some important insights, but now it's time to shift gears and tackle a thought-provoking question. Have you ever wondered if your desire to help your children might actually be holding them back? As we transition into this new topic, let's consider how overparenting and excessive involvement, though often rooted in love and good intentions, can inadvertently stifle our adult children's growth. It's a delicate balance, and understanding this dynamic can be a game changer for both parents and children alike. In the next segment, we'll explore how setting healthy boundaries can not only strengthen relationships, but also foster independence in our children. So, stay tuned as we uncover the ways to support our kids while allowing them the space to thrive on their own. Overparenting often comes from a place of love and concern, but it can lead to dependency in adult children. When parents rush in to solve their children's problems, whether by providing financial help, stepping in during disagreements, or constantly offering solutions, they unintentionally prevent their children from learning how to handle challenges on their own. This kind of support can feel helpful in the moment, but it creates a cycle where adult children rely on their parents instead of developing their own skills. When parents step back and allow their children to face difficulties, it gives those children a chance to make decisions and learn from their experiences. This process is crucial for building resilience. When they encounter setbacks, they learn how to navigate through them, which helps them grow stronger and more capable. Each challenge faced and overcome teaches them valuable lessons about problem solving and self-reliance. Trusting children to figure things out on their own fosters their confidence and independence. It shows them that they are capable of handling life's ups and downs. Instead of feeling like they need to depend on someone else, they start to believe in their own abilities. This shift not only benefits them in the long run, but also strengthens the parent-child relationship, as it encourages mutual respect and understanding. In summary, while the urge to help is natural, stepping back can be one of the best gifts a parent can give. It allows adult children to grow, learn, and ultimately thrive on their own. Respecting adult children's need for independence is crucial for fostering a healthy and balanced relationship. When parents are overly involved in their adult children's lives, such as through frequent check-ins or giving unsolicited advice, it can unintentionally send a message that they do not trust their children to make their own decisions. This lack of trust can create tension and resentment, as adult children may feel suffocated or controlled rather than supported. For example, if a parent constantly calls to ask about their child's plans or offers advice on how to handle every situation, it can feel like micromanaging. This behavior undermines the child's ability to think for themselves and make choices, which is essential for developing self-reliance. When parents step back and allow their children to navigate their own lives, it not only strengthens the children's confidence in their decision-making abilities but also reduces the likelihood of conflict. Consider a scenario where an adult child is trying to decide on a job offer. If a parent keeps pushing their opinion or checking in multiple times a day, the child may feel pressured to conform to what the parent wants, rather than exploring what they truly desire. On the other hand, if the parent gives them space to weigh their options, the child can feel empowered to make a choice that aligns with their own values and goals. Micromanaging can manifest in various ways, such as insisting on being involved in financial decisions or constantly offering advice on personal relationships. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy in the adult child, who may start to doubt their own judgment. By allowing them the freedom to make mistakes and learn from them, parents can help their children grow into capable and self-sufficient adults. In summary, respecting adult children's independence is vital for their development and for maintaining a positive relationship. By stepping back and trusting them to make their own choices, parents can foster a sense of autonomy that benefits everyone involved. Offering too much financial support without clear boundaries can lead to significant risks, both for the giver and the receiver. When parents or guardians provide ongoing financial assistance without limits, it can create a sense of entitlement in children. They may come to expect that money will always be available, which can prevent them from learning how to manage their own finances effectively. When children do not face small financial struggles, they miss out on valuable lessons about budgeting, planning, and responsibility. These experiences are crucial for developing essential money management skills. For instance, when a child has to save up for a toy or manage their allowance, they learn how to prioritize their spending and make choices about what is truly important to them. If financial support is always there, children may never feel the need to develop these skills. They might grow up thinking that money is always easy to come by, which can lead to poor financial decisions in adulthood. Instead of fostering independence, excessive support can create a dependency that hinders personal growth. It is important to provide thoughtful and strategic support that encourages children to take responsibility for their own financial situations. This might mean stepping back at times and allowing them to face challenges so they can learn how to navigate their finances. By doing this, you help them build confidence and the ability to manage their money wisely in the future. In conclusion, while it is natural to want to help, it is essential to strike a balance. Offering support should not come at the cost of teaching important life skills. By guiding children through small financial struggles, you prepare them for a more independent and responsible future. Many parents often find themselves putting their children's needs above their own. While it is natural to want the best for your kids, constantly prioritizing their well-being can lead to serious emotional and physical burnout. When parents ignore their own needs, they may feel exhausted, stressed, and overwhelmed. This can make it harder to be present and supportive for their children, which is not what anyone wants. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, it is essential. When parents practice self-care, they recharge their energy and improve their mood. This allows them to be more patient, loving, and attentive to their children. By looking after their own health and happiness, parents can provide a better environment for their kids to thrive. Moreover, when parents model self-care and balance, they teach their children an important lesson about valuing their own well-being. Adult children who see their parents taking time for themselves are more likely to understand the importance of self-preservation and balance in their own lives. This creates a healthier family dynamic and encourages future generations to prioritize their needs alongside those of others. In conclusion, it is vital for parents to remember that caring for themselves is a crucial part of caring for their children. By finding time for self-care, they not only improve their own lives but also set a positive example for their children. Many parents have dreams and ambitions that they may not have been able to fulfill in their own lives. As a result, they sometimes project these unfulfilled desires onto their adult children. This can create a situation where the children feel pressured to follow a certain path, whether it's a specific career or lifestyle that their parents envision for them. While parents may believe they are guiding their children toward success, this can overshadow the children's individuality and lead to feelings of resentment. When parents push their children to pursue careers or life goals that do not align with the children's true interests, it can prevent them from exploring their own passions. For instance, a parent who always wanted to be a doctor might pressure their child to enter medical school, even if the child dreams of becoming an artist or a musician. This pressure can create a disconnect between the parent and child, as the child may feel they are living someone else's dream rather than their own. To foster a healthier relationship, parents can shift their focus from imposing expectations to supporting their children's unique journeys. This means listening to their children's aspirations and encouraging them to explore their interests, even if those interests differ from what the parents had hoped for. Celebrating the child's growth and achievements, no matter how small, can help build their confidence and sense of self. By doing this, parents can create an environment where their children feel valued for who they are, rather than for what they achieve based on someone else's dreams. In the end, it is important for parents to recognize that their children are individuals with their own paths to follow. Supporting them in discovering and pursuing their true passions can lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious relationship. When adult children enter into relationships, it can be tempting for parents to step in and offer their opinions or advice. However, this can often lead to misunderstandings and strain in the relationship. For instance, when parents give unsolicited advice, it can come across as criticism, making the adult child feel judged or not trusted to make their own decisions. This can create a sense of distance, as the child may feel that their parents do not respect their ability to choose a partner or navigate their own relationship. Criticizing a partner can also be damaging. If a parent openly disapproves of their child's partner, it can put the child in a difficult position. They may feel torn between their loyalty to their partner and their desire to please their parents. This conflict can lead to resentment and a breakdown of communication, as the child may start to hide their relationship from their parents to avoid conflict. Inserting oneself into conflicts between adult children and their partners can further complicate matters. While the intention may be to help, it can often feel intrusive. Adult children need the space to resolve their own issues, and when parents intervene, it can undermine their ability to handle their relationships independently. This can lead to a lack of trust, as children may feel that their parents do not believe they can manage their own lives. It is crucial for parents to respect their adult children's autonomy. By allowing them to navigate their own relationships, parents can foster a sense of trust and respect. Offering support only when asked shows that parents believe in their children's ability to make their own choices. This approach not only strengthens the bond between parents and children, but also promotes healthier family dynamics. When children feel trusted and respected, they are more likely to communicate openly and seek advice when they truly need it. In conclusion, understanding the importance of boundaries in adult children's relationships can lead to stronger, more respectful family connections. By stepping back and allowing children to manage their own lives, parents can create an environment of trust that benefits everyone.